So I thought I would do a live recording here. It is currently 2:36 on Tuesday, October 18th. Wanted to show you how the risk calculator works. And since we're going to be looking at this after market hours, I thought I would do it while the market was actively trading. So this is a 3-minute chart of Amazon. You can see I have we're looking at the 10 EMA strategy. We got a bullish candle here, and that was after it was a break of a trend line. So what I would be doing at this point is looking to take a break of this. I'm gonna have to be quick, but all I do is click pending order, and the low of this candle, it just broke. So I'm gonna have to do it on a retest. Okay, but let's see if I can get it on a retest. That would be my entry. I'm gonna grab the red line here, and I'm gonna put it up here for my stop. Okay, so entry, stop. If you notice the green line down here, that is my target. Again, I don't know if I'm going to be quick enough. If this comes back, I actually maybe can get a little bit higher, get it right into here. Stop up above here. Technically, the stop can go above this candle, but I figure it's close enough. I might as well just go high of day since it failed to break that high so many times. That's a safe place to put the stop. This is running without me. I was too slow. I was watching this and I was trying to get it set up in time that I could, but by the time I got the Zoom set up and started recording, it was already starting to break. But anyway, I'll just continue on with the little demonstration here. So entry and then stop up here and the target. And the target, I have it set up at this ratio is really what they refer to as a target. And I have that set at 3R. So this automatically goes ahead and puts in my entry. So right now at this point, that would be a limit sell limit sell, because it's now currently above price action, right? So that would be a limit sell. The stop, the target. The target is again, it's set at 3R. So if I enter this trade at this point, I click pending order, and then I'm going to click enter. So the trade is set up. It's live right now. So, but you can see it's not filled, of course, because my entry is way up in here. And I wouldn't go chasing this at this point. I mean, it's likely just going to keep running. And if I've missed the move, I've missed the move. But if I were to have gotten triggered into the trade, what I would be doing at this point is I would be clicking this button here. So take partial. So it's not going to work since I'm not in a live trade right now. But if I were in the trade, it would drop in a line down here, and then I can move that line anywhere I want. And then that would be my area where I would be taking my partial. We can watch this. I might cancel this, and I might just do since I didn't catch this, I am going to cancel the order. This is the demo account. So this is not a live account. This is a demo account. I was just using it for just for demonstration purposes. But you could see here's the order that I placed. It's a sell limit. It automatically calculated my share size. That's the volume. Okay, so that's and that is based off of up here. So my risk. Okay, so you can set this amount to any amount that you want. The percent. It defaults to 1%. I set it to 0.25%, or you can also go in here and manually put in a cash risk. Because I did set it to 0.25%, it automatically put in a cash amount of $250 because it's a $100,000 account, as you can see down here. Let's say if this were to drop below 100, it's going to, based on the risk percent, it's going to also adjust this down, okay? Or if the account goes up, it's going to also adjust your cash risk based on this. But you can just go in here manually and put in any amount that you want. So anyway, so clearly I missed the trade. My entry is way up here. I was too slow in getting the Zoom video set up. But anyway, you can see that I would have gotten filled. Down here, here would be my 3R target. Here would be my stop. Now, if the trade went live, maybe I'll go ahead and do that. Maybe I will enter into the trade. I'll just do a really small fraction of an entry just so I can demonstrate this to you. But at this point here, I would cancel this trade. I'm not going to chase it down here. I would want to get it on a retest up in here. I don't think it comes back up that far. And if it did at this point, after a move like that, I would think that the trade's not going to work anyway, if it retraces all that way, right? So you could, look at this and go, okay, well, maybe a 50% retracement, which it just about did on this wick here. So anyway, let me cancel this order. You just go here and modify delete, and then you delete the order, okay? And that deletes the order. Now, if I want to, let's just go in here and let me just modify this. And I'm going to say my risk is going to be like here, instead of 250, I'll show you, I can modify this and I can say, okay, I'm going to change that to $50. Okay. And instead of 250, I could change it to $25, whatever I want. And it will, when I go pending order, it's going to set up this order based on see how it automatically adjusted my percent risk here because I manually changed the cash risk. So it's kind of nice. So you can go in there and again, depending on, if let's say you're profitable, let's say you take that $100,000 account and take it up to 120,000. Well, if you have your percent risk set here, it's going to adjust that up. But if you are being consistent with trading your sorry about that. If you're being consistent with trading your R, you're going to want to do the cash risk, go in there and manually change that. So if I were to look to get into this trade here, let's say if I wanted to get on a retest, and again, I wouldn't be chasing this like this at this point, right? I'm only doing this for demonstration purposes. If I were to, let me lower this because I actually do want to get this triggered in so I could show you how this works. So I don't know if it will come back up into here, but we can try. So this right now would be a limit sell here, and stop would be up in here. I can move my stop up a little bit more if I want. It's a little tight, but you can see here that just moved. So here's my 3R target that it automatically plots. So I don't know if it's going to come back up in here. Well, maybe it will. Let's go ahead and enter it. We enter that order. We'll see if we can get it filled here. Now, the other thing I could do is I can go in here and manually adjust the order, right? So right here, automatically calculated number of shares. And again, this is done in lot sizes, not shares. So this technically would be, you would have to move the decimal 2 places to the right to determine how many shares. But I can go in here and I could right click that and hit modify delete. And then I can go in here and I can change here's my entry right there. That's where I'm looking to get filled. 115.72. My stop loss is up here. 116.27 profit target. So let's see if I can get filled here. See how that just went green, saying that I'm getting close to my profit target. Okay. So let's see. I mean, not profit target, getting close to my entry. See if we can get filled here. Tempted just to mark it in just so I can get into the trade. I was hoping it would fill me just on a little slight retest there. So close. So close. All right, let me cancel this trade again. Oh, we were so close to getting filled. Okay. The other thing you can do is right up here. Okay. You can hit this sell calculator. And right now, when you click enter, it's going to fill you at market. So if I take my stop and I move it up here, right? So I'm looking to sell. And that's my stop. Target's down here. And this is saying that if I click enter right now, that's just going to fill me wherever the market is. Okay. So it's not like it to see, you can see this white line here that's moving. That's if I were to click enter, it's just going to fill me just wherever that is. It's a market order. So let me do this. Let's just, again, we're only doing this for demonstration purposes. Let me throw in $10. Okay. Pending order. Because most of mine are I tend to try to get into on limit buys, limit sells. So let's just try this real quick. Let's see if we can just get filled. Just get a little bit of a pop, just a little bit of movement to go up. I don't know if it will. Let's just see. So see how it went green here. So that means I'm close to getting filled. Okay, there, I'm filled. Okay, so I'm filled and I'm in the trade. You can see I've got a red arrow right here that is telling me that that's where I went short. Okay, so now my 3R target is down here. My stop loss is here. Okay, so at this point, what I would do is, and again, that's 3R. So I will share with you, I've created a lot size calculator that I would have open on a separate screen right now, and I'll be plotting in these numbers, but we can just kind of ballpark this. So if I hit partial, take partial right here. Oh, sorry. See this ticket number? You have to click on this button here to bring up your ticket, hit take partial. So see how that just dropped that line right there, okay? And that's where it would take partial. And my setting for that take partial is a 90%, okay? So if my entry was here, my stop was here, 1.2, 1.4 is down here somewhere. So let's just say if I moved it right here, okay? If that is my take partial, I hit enter. Let me just do that again. You hit take partial. First, you have to select the ticket. Hit partial. Then you're going to move this up into wherever your 1.2, 1.4 area is. Okay. And then you're going to right click that. You're going to put in the exact number that you want, for that take partial. And then when you hit OK, then it goes solid. Now, when it's solid, that is an active. So that's going to take off 90% of my position if it comes down in here. Okay. And how I know that, if I click settings here, I've already set this up so that my partial here is set to 0.9. That's 90%. Okay. So 90% of that trade would come off there. That I'm not obviously setting that right at a 1.2, 1.4. I'm just doing this for demonstration purposes. Again, I don't know if it's going to come all the way back down there. I mean, again, I was chasing this trade. That's not how I would have taken this to begin with. I would have, my original entry was up here, but I'm just trying to do this just to demonstrate to you how this risk calculator works. Close custom. Okay. So that's the one-click thing. You can hit close custom. It's going to take off 10%. For whatever reason, I'm not sure why. Here you have to put in 0.9 for 90%, and here you just put in the actual number. That's a percentage. So close custom, which is right here, would automatically just take off 10%. So for instance, right here, okay, let's say price come down. Let's say I'm still in the red by. I'm trying to get positive. If I said, okay, I wanted to take off 10%, I would make sure that the ticket number here is highlighted, which it is, and then I could go close custom and watch down here, watch what the volume does. If I hit close custom, see how it just adjusted that? It just took off 10%, okay? And that setting is right up in here, right? Close custom, I said take off 10%. And then again, for my partial setting, partial is set to 90%. So again, I would, on a regular trade that I'm in, I would be setting that partial to my 1.2 or 1.4 target. And that would take off 90% of my trade. And then I would then just move my stop, and I would trail my stop down. I would, going short here, I would just grab my, keep adjusting my stop loss and follow the price down towards my 3R target. So as I was talking about last night, taking off just 90% of the trade, leaving 10% on as a runner just to see how far it could go. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can get at least filled on this take part. And right now I could drag this again, not that you would have this set at your 1.2, 1.4, but I can just bring this up, right? I can move this anywhere I want right now. I'm just going to bring this up manually, just see if we can just get that to fill. I want to just show you how when it hits, it's close. And, just like any order, depending on where you are, it looked like it touched it, but depending on where you are in line, it may or may not fill. So let's see if we can get filled here. It's 115.26. All right, let's see. See if it can push down here and just hit our target here, just so I can show you. Okay, again, full target's down here, right? My take partial is here. Okay, hit 25 again. There's 24. That should have filled it, but only touched it for a second. Okay, there, it filled. Okay.